Okay, I'm doing it well. Hello, everybody. Welcome to your mid-Wednesday meditation break. It's the Do Nothing Project. And your slightly disheveled host, Jeff Warren. Need a haircut? Big time. Every time I do this thing, I realize, wow, I looked like when I was in college. Welcome if you've never been here before. The Wednesday edition is very pared down. Not much of an intro. We're not even really we may say this for a few days on the YouTube and then it gets chucked. And it's quick. So I'm going to almost get right into it. I think the idea of the Do Nothing Project is to make meditation maximally accessible. And that means there's a real emphasis on what I see as the foundation of meditation, which is really this thing of being, the being not doing part. It's what I talked about yesterday on 10% Live as this attitude. We bring a kind of attitude of no big dealness, and we're just sitting and being, and we're not trying to get anywhere. We're not trying to be mindful or get concentrated on the breath or do those other things, which may happen, but they're really secondary edifices that are built on this much more fundamental thing of just seeing if we can be okay doing nothing in our own company. And if that's all you do, great. If you don't even meditate, if all you do is stare out the window or doodle or whatever, then I still consider that very valuable. You're kind of practicing just being. There's a training in that. There's a kind of reset for our nervous systems there that's valuable. So I'm going to start. Oh, I forgot my ding thing. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, the other way the Wednesdays are pared down is I don't even see the comments, the chats, or I just pop it up and then do it, shrink it so I can't really see it, so I'm less distracted and there's not really a question thing. So people can feel free to share reports and you can post questions there if you want. People might answer it, but really this is, from my perspective, it's more super pared down. Let's meditate. Apologies in advance if you hear squeals in the background. That's my little guy Eden upstairs. He has a velociraptor scream that he sometimes gives of total animal pleasure. So if you hear that, let that be a call to doing nothing. So, and also just to say, if you have your own practice here that you like to do, then that's fine too. My guidance, my minimal guidance here is more of an invitation. Really, what matters here is that you're just in community, in company with the rest of us. So I'd like to start with a few deep breaths. Stretching up on the inhale, finding some alertness, a little bit of kind of composure in the way you're sitting, like poise, like, yeah, I'm taking the one seat. I'm going to do this with self-respect. And then on the out breath, you can forget about all that and just let your shoulders relax and think of the out breath as the downward motion or this opportunity to deliberately kind of breathe out any tension. So as you breathe out, you soften the worry lines of your forehead and the cheeks and the jaw. And this breathing out is also a kind of arriving, like arriving in your body on this seat, wherever you are, your chair, your cushion, your couch, arriving in this moment. So when you breathe out, notice the contact with the ground. Let it hold you. Don't hold yourself sort of uptight above it. you got like a pickle up your butt, like, yeah, you're not even really sitting down properly, like land. Arrive. And now you can just be if you want. You can just be here in the present, just existing, trying to enjoy your own company, and you don't need to do any special meditation other than that. The percolating and being meditation. That is the do nothing specialty. And it should also be said that for some of us, it does help to have a light noticing of some home base. I mean, I often like to do this, just lightly noticing the breath, the sensation of the breath, or maybe the sensation of the hands, or you're aware of your whole body, maybe. And the attitude is no big deal. It doesn't have to be perfect. Distractions around you, sounds, they don't have to not be there. You're going to let them be there. If you got lots of thoughts, same thing. You're going to let them just play out in the background. In the foreground, you're practicing existing. So try this for a bit. Good. I say good because you're still existing. You are superb at that. All you need to do is just keep that going. Try not to suddenly disappear out of existence. Fortunately, nothing you need to do to ensure that happens. So we're good. Sounds, rising and falling, breath, sensation of breath getting more full or less full, changing. And all of it, you're just sitting like a samurai in the very center of the world. As it passes through you, your spine is straight. There's a certain poise or a dignity or an elegance in the way you're sitting. Yeah, because why not? Why not practice that? And it's not just a respect for yourself. It's also when we sit in this open way, it's like a respect for the world. We're letting it all be as it is. This stance of listening, of kind of humility. This is the heart of what we're talking about here in a practice. So just keep it on. And if you're being tormented by tons of thinking, body discomfort, then just find something ever so slightly humorous about this and good naturedly return to your home base or to just sitting? Good. Sometimes when I sit, I just, maybe it sounds weird, but I just like imagine I'm a statue, like a old mossy statue in a forest somewhere, maybe of the Buddha or maybe a monkey statue. And it's like I've been there forever and I'm completely fine with that. Like birds on my shoulder, moss gathering, parts of my shoulder kind of start to fall off. It's all good. It's like I've always been here. It's like we've always been here. And that's the direction of the present moment. It's timeless. How can you get so still that it's all of a sudden like you've always been here? Still like a statue. Noticing that stillness, maybe the breath slows down a bit. The attention gets suddenly sort of delicate. As soon as we have that prompt to stillness, there can be a kind of delicacy, almost like we're holding the breath so we can notice what's most quiet in our experience. And the still point right in the middle of your day. It's like thin slicing time. Then you drop right down the razor's edge of now. Any thoughts and worries, just we can let those be in the background. The present moment, we know just through this act of being, something healing is happening. something deeply restful. And it's no thing at all. Good. So practicing being almost a casual attitude of not needing to control anything, easygoing, going with the flow. One slight preference we may have is just to stay aware. So we can drift off into a kind of dream or a haze. It's okay if that happens. But there's something electric about staying awake, about being able to be both relaxed and present, awake to our experience. And not so much like looking forward or trying to grab things, more like a resting back in our own awareness. We're present, we're existing, and we're aware. This basic baseline condition of consciousness. This is it. Natural mind, Buddha nature. Good. And then the last few minutes, kind of a maraschino cherry on top of the nothing. And I think of this as something that kind of naturally emerges from it. It's like we just let go of all doing and we just be. And then sometimes spontaneously, there can be a kind of sweet feeling that comes in, just of a little bit of gratitude, say, for the breath, for the body, for our life, for nature, summertime, at least if you're near where I am, beginning to make itself shown. Maybe the sound of kids playing on the street. Whatever it is, suddenly this sort of kind of bittersweet, wistful quality can come into the meditation, or a gratitude quality, kind of like a thank you. Maybe it's thank you for this community, for the practice, simplicity of it, and what's always here available underneath the busy surface. Maybe it's thank you for the dignity that it can confer on us, a sense of being complete. Whatever you want to say thank you to. You just breathe in your thanks like you're receiving a gift. Then you breathe out your care. And it doesn't have to be cheesy. It's just this human thing. It's dignified too. Breathing in your thanks. Breathing out your care, which is your blessing. Who are you sending that to? A little Mona Lisa smile maybe at the lips. And again, this part does not need to be a big deal either. You can naturalize this. In this subtle, natural practice of gratitude, of friendliness, appreciation, breathing in our thanks, breathing out our care. Well, I'm grateful for you guys. Andrew, Lily, Milen, my team, thanks for support. Thank you, all you guys, for your practice, for showing up here, for being part of this community, for all the warmth that you show in the chat and support for each other, for your perceptiveness, your teacherness. A bunch of y'all are on I've done this little how to guide meditation thing I've been doing online. So I know a few of you guys are on there now too. I'm grateful for you. Yeah, so good. A midday break. Hope that was fun for people. Let me see where that chat window is. Maybe I'll pop it up. I don't even know how to do that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm doing 10% happier live in a couple hours. This interesting woman, Ray Hausman, she actually is a somatic experiencing practitioner. I may ask her about that as well. Thanks, guys. Much love. I'll see you either later this afternoon or on Sunday for a slightly longer do nothing project. Fodi's saying, like the mossy statue imagery. Nice. Be the statue. Mm-hmm.